What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the AI Crypto Combine. In today's video, we are going to be looking at and breaking down Golem. Now, if you're new to this series, basically what we're doing is we're running through the top 200 crypto projects, and we're basically treating this like the NFL or the NBA Combine. So basically what the Combine is, for anyone who doesn't know, is it's like where all of the athletes will come together and they'll compete in a series of different events, and all of these different events will really determine to the coaches and the teams who is the best at what different degrees or what different aspects. And so we're going to be doing this exact same thing but for crypto projects, and we're going to be looking at these 4 key metrics and basically scoring them on how good each of these projects score in these individual use cases or metrics, right? And so basically the goal of what we're doing is to remove the bias and remove the opinion and remove just the emotion when it comes to investing. And so you can see here, this is like a very comprehensive and granular evaluation process to really have AI look at it as if it was like a test, almost like grilling the student and scoring them. And so the reason that I'm making all of these, the series of videos is because it's simply something I wish I had when I first got started myself. Basically, I got into crypto in 2017. I just sold my second company right before, literally just before the bull market. I wrote everything up, thought I was a genius, continued to buy, continued to invest, and then essentially peaked at 630 grand. Proceeded to not sell one single coin over the next 3 years. And so it was definitely the most difficult learning experience ever. It was like hell on earth, to tell you the truth. And basically the reason I did that was because I was listening to people like this, like people that really had no idea and no business telling me what to invest in, but I did it anyway because I just didn't know. I didn't know any better. And so the idea is to use a more intelligent system, more intelligent entity using artificial intelligence to evaluate these crypto projects and basically give us a more unbiased decision-making process. And so the framework that we're going to be following is Sam Altman's, that's laid out here in his talk at Y Combinator. And there's really no one more qualified than him, in my opinion, to talk about what it takes to succeed with a startup. So without further ado, let's jump into Golem. Alrighty, Golem. Interesting name. I've always wondered about that, how they ended up, someone's like Golem, they're like, yes, that will be our crypto name. In any case, the project's stuck around. It's been certainly, I would call it OG status. I remember this thing back in 2017, all the way back here, in 2016 even. So yeah, one of the early projects on the board. Exciting to have a little look here and analyze it with GPT 4.0. We're going to be breaking down the idea behind Golem. We're going to be looking at the product itself. We're going to be seeing how well the team is executing on the idea. And then we're going to be looking at the adoption, community, and the team. All of this will essentially create or give us the final total score, and we will have a decent idea on whether Golem is potentially worth our hard-earned money. Alright, so let's have a little look-ski here for the overview. Golem Network is a decentralized platform that allows users to rent out their idle computing power to others who need it for tasks like rendering, scientific calculations, and machine learning. Positioned as a pioneer in the distributed computing sector, Golem enables the creation of a global supercomputer accessible to anyone. This project is designed for individuals and organizations that require substantial computing power but want to avoid the high costs of transactional cloud services. By connecting users who need computing resources with those who have surplus capacity, Golem addresses the problem of underutilized computing power and high costs associated with conventional cloud computing. This creates efficient, cost-effective model. Now, my first thought when I read this is that the AI boom is probably playing right into Golem's hands as far as the power needed. Obviously, the chips are the big one, but I'm sure that computing power is pretty. It's it's what we're going to need more of moving forward. We're looking at IoT, artificial intelligence, all this sort of stuff. Computing power is certainly going to be a limitation. So asking the first question here, what does the crypto project address a significant underexplored problem? So Golem Network addresses the significant underutilized of computing power through high costs of traditional cloud computing. While the solution is innovative and applicable, it is not entirely revolutionary, as distributed computers has existing precedents. However, Golem's decentralized approach offers notable improvements in cost, efficiency, and accessibility. So 8.2, let's give it the grade here as well. 8.2. Come on. It's just, it's not playing the game. We're freezing. Give me. Alright, I think we're back. I think I was pushing the RAM there to the limit. I had about 80 tabs open in the other browser. So 8.2 overall for the underexplored problem. Let's chuck the full answer in here. This document will be in the description. You can come and get it as well as all the prompts here and apply it to any project that you like. The idea is to make it as unemotional and unbiased as possible by using AI and considering a large combination of information out there to make informed decisions. So 8.5 again, this is for the unique selling proposition. USP clearly articulated demonstrates strong differentiation from, so essentially it's decentralized and it saves money, right? And more by being more cost effective. That is what I'm gaining so far. We got 8.2 and 8.3, so we'll go 8.5, sorry, so we'll go 8.3 total. Moving forward here, let's dive into the product itself. Does it have a functional and user-friendly product that meets market demands? Let's see what GPT-4 comes back with. Right, so 8.7 has a functional and user-friendly product that addresses market demands for affordable and accessible computing power. The product demonstrates technical feasibility and scalability, supported by positive user feedback and regular development updates. However, while it offers clear advantages, it faces competition from other decentralized computing projects. So a bit of a crowded space. So obviously a good idea, and so we have multiple projects jumping in, clearly, but 8.7 regardless overall. All right, and moving forward to the execution. Right, let's see what we have execution-wise. Essentially what this prompt is doing is it's going to gather all the data from the original white paper, the original roadmap, or the updated roadmap, and see, has the team been delivering on time? What is the response from the community? You can see here, so Golem Network effectively executes its vision with strong community engagement, transparent roadmap updates, and consistent development progress, making marketing efforts are proactive and communication with the community is frequent and detailed. Occasional delays, but nonetheless 8.8 overall. So pretty decent there. Let's go ahead and grab the full answer. Again, it will be available in the description along with pretty much the other top 200 projects. So go ahead and have a browse for anything that you're interested in. Great stuff to dive deep into if you really want to see exactly, what all that condensed information can bring forth and help make quicker, more informed decisions. So adoption, basically we want to see here in the adoption phase, is the project essentially the user metrics? Are people holding the token? How many total active users, total transactions, total holders, as you can see there. So essentially it's looking on chain. We have a little algorithm, and we get 8.5 for adoption. So not bad there as well. 8.5, we'll grab quickly the full answer. Chuck that in there and give it 8.5. Decent. All right, community. Let's jump in. Check out the community. So for essentially here, we're going to be looking at the Twitter and the Telegram. We're going to be looking at number one, the engagement, and number two, the sentiment of that engagement. So it's literally going to be looking at, are people positive? Are they saying nice things? Are they happy? Are they, positive support? You can see, let's have a look here. So obviously the numbers as well. 8.8 overall. Golem network demonstrates robust community engagement and support, evidenced by key metrics from Twitter and Telegram. The project's active presence and positive sentiment indicate strong community backing and effective communication strategies. So 8.8, I mean, it's coming in with the numbers. Absolutely, it is delivering fundamentally here. We'll have a little look at the technical charts in a minute. But 8.8 overall for the community. And finally, we want to see the team. So essentially, we will be doing, ChatGPT will be doing research on the team, finding their background, who are they, what do they bring to the table, and how relevant is it, all of that. While it is loading, let's just come and have a little peek at the price action. So this is a weekly chart. Certainly has a lot of history. Somebody got absolutely wrecked up here. This candle goes up to like $3. So somebody fat fingered a hell of a lot of Golem on that fateful day, unfortunately for them. So we have the COVID lows back here, and then as you can see, I mean, it runs in cycles like a crypto project really is supposed to. Obviously right now we are in the top end of the range. If we were to draw like a pretty significant reload zone right off the bottom here, all the way back in 2020, I would be needing to see my buying zone to be at least, at the very, very minimum, in this area. Ideally, you can sort of see this top here. If you made that your buying price, basically the original breakout that got checked here, and here. What would the double level be? It'd be 32. So how many times could you have bought and sold a double if that was your strategy? 32.5, so say 33. So it almost got it here and here. Let me just have a look. Let's just say 32.5. If you were buying on this line, so you would have bought, bring it back here, 32.5. So bought, sold, almost sold, bought, almost sold. So maybe, it's easy to be a general after the war and that, but bought, sold. So I mean that's where I'm looking. Up here you can't participate. You can't be a buyer in that. That would be silly, at least in my opinion. wait for it to come back down. Next cycle might be a good name to pick up. So fundamentally it is strong, right? Like we can see here. Let's have a look what the total score for the team was. 8.5 overall for the team, so pretty solid scores across the range. You can see exactly where this all came from. You can see the individual members. We'll take this and put it in here. Give it the 8.5 and then see where it comes out in total with our last prompt, which will total the score given everything that we have come up with thus far. It'll probably be in the high 8s, I would imagine, not quite in the 9s. Have a little look here just back at the price while we're waiting. Yeah, so I mean 78.6, that looks like a good level. I mean, you know, that is a pretty strong support there. 78.6. If you come down, get a tag, I think that is where you can really start looking at being a serious buyer of this project. Another study that might just be real interesting is just to put array, see where we're at trend line wise. So it did act as resistance. Just interesting to look at. Let's see what we got here in total. 8.55. 8.55 overall. That is Golem for you. That's a review. If you got some value, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to see more videos like this, we're doing the top 200. Also, link in the description for this sheet and our free community, AI Alpha, using AI to find alpha in the markets. Otherwise, I'll see everybody in the next video.